Geometry, the mathematics of properties, measurements, and relationships of points, lines, angles, surfaces, and solids. What does all of this mean? Do we really care? Because let's face it, unless it affects you personally, who cares, right? Does geometry have anything to do with everyday life? Well, surprisingly, the answer is yes. Geometry is present and the principles of geometry can be found in our everyday life because, like life, which depends on experiences and relationships, geometry relies on shapes and objects connecting. Geometry can be seen everywhere, but geometry can be child's play, for even a child can come into contact with geometry. Just take a look at this children's playground. In this playground, believe it or not, there is geometry. Let's take a closer look and see what we can find. These monkey bars are examples of parallel lines. Parallel lines are two lines in the same plane that no matter how far they extend, do not intersect with each other. When you have a line that intersects two or more lines, it is called a transversal. There's a lot of monkey business going on with these bars. Who knew while having fun you could form a perpendicular line? By creating two lines that intersect, I have formed a 90-degree angle, which is a perpendicular line. Here on this bridge, I am a right angle. This unique rail is an example of intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are lines that have only one point in common. Two intersecting lines form vertical angles. It's amazing while having fun, geometry can be part of it. Here are supplementary angles. There are two angles that add up to be 180 degrees. You can also find adjacent angles, which are two angles that share a common side and a common vertex without overlapping. Complementary angles are two angles whose sum of their degree measurements equals 90. Same side interior angles are the angle pairs that are on the inside of the parallel lines. When a line intersects a pair of parallel lines, alternate interior angles are formed. Alternate exterior angles are vertical angles of the alternate interior angles. Now see if you can find geometry on your own. Well, now you know how geometry relates to everyday life. The building of these playgrounds showed us that geometry can be found even in child's play.